Give us a countdown and then the click.
3, 2,
Okay,
oh yeah, the clap.
Yeah.
The clap.
Get your what's it called? What are those things called?
It's a clap or
Are
something.
we all ready, folks? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Could have just started, but I had to go like, okay.
No, it was big.
So, hi guys, I'm here with, and I think most of you, like, we share an audience.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Because we collaborated right when I started YouTube. Remember that?
Yes.
I reached out to so many YouTubers.
You had like 300 subs.
Yep.
Or something like that. You're starting off, and Scott wrote to me, and I was like, I checked out his first videos, and they were like, dude, all this like bang, 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 this is the best swearing you've ever seen in your life. Yeah. It was so motivational too. Like, it was a very motivational cussing video.
Where you say, fuck the stigma.
And I was like, I watched a few of his other ones, and they were so helpful. I was like, yes, I mean, I'll make a video with you. So we did a collab. You in Toronto, sitting on your couch filming, and I was on my couch in Trois-Rivières, and and made it look like we were facing each other.
Yeah.
Making a video.
That's right.
To each other.
No, it was so.
And you were like, oh, this whole angel light stuff. I remember.
I need to watch that again. That was like, oh geez, 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
At least, yeah, something like that. God.
And anyways,
so topic is advocacy. So what do we do to advocate? Why do we advocate? And there was some other thing that, like, off the top of my head was God, I have no brain. Let's just go with that.
You know, using social media as the right tool for mental health advocacy. That's a big thing. So, why did you start?
I started
a mental health, or did it start as mental health, or was it Tourette's at the beginning?
It started as mental health.
Okay.
My Tourette, I had Tourette at the time, but it wasn't
Tourette or Tourette's?
Tourette, because like, say you say like the person who has the condition is named after them. So it's like Lou Gehrig's disease.
Right.
So Lou Gehrig had Lou Gehrig's disease, but the person that had the Tourette syndrome is named after the person who discovered it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not his condition. So there's no S.
Awesome.
But a lot of people don't know.
Learned something. Yes. Okay.
Score,
cool. Sorry.
score, baby, score. Okay. So why did I start? And I started actually with YouTube. It was mostly in the beginning was a lot of how to keep from self-harm, then aversion to eating disorders, and then Tourette, and then OCD, and all this other stuff. So, but originally it was just because I also saw, like, we started talking about self-harm in the time. If you looked up self-harm, there was like thousands, like there was like 12,000 results for videos on self-harm.
Okay.
Or self-injury. They were not people talking about it. So what do you think it would have been?
Jeez, and YouTube allowed that?
YouTube,
I guess their guidelines were a little looser.
They will get taken down if you flag them, but most of them, there's so many, there's so damn many.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like, at the time it was like, about 4 months before me, there was Christy, Salon Girl X, that was talking about self-harm.
Right.
Like, talking about self-harm, and not showing the self-harm. I thought, you know, I wanna give people what I was looking for experiences. Yeah. What I was looking for was experiences, like what I was going through. I couldn't find it very much. Christy was doing it.
Right.
I was like, I want to give people what I'm not finding very well. So I started because I wanted to give people, like, experiences and not cuts.
And not, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it started with just one topic, and it kind of verged into like so many. But
and this was how many years ago? Then?
This was 10 years ago.
10 years.
Oh my God.
So man,
she's old.
Yeah, YouTube's changed a lot in 10 years, but that's amazing that you started then.
Yeah, there was a.
And now there's a need more than ever.
Yeah, and we've come a long way. There's so many people talking about it now. Yeah. So many.
Yeah.
We need more guys. We need more people of color. We need more, like, people, like, we have a lot of chicks talking about it. We need more guys. We have Scott. Who was it a few years ago was Bass. I don't know if he's still, I don't think he's still making videos, but he would make.
His name's Bass?
I think, yeah,
awesome.
B-A-S. And he was actually very good at editing and making very nice videos.
Awesome.
So, yeah, so we had a.
Where you at, Bass?
Where Bass?
Bass!
Where are you?
Come back, Bass!
We want to see your genius videos. So, yeah, so what about you? How did you start off? Like, what motivated you to start, and what did you do at first? Yeah,
pretty simple. So it's kind of the same as your story, but this was only 5 years ago, right? Not 10. But right. 5 years ago, I don't know. In 2008, it was a real rough patch. That's when I got super, super depressed. But at that time, I was searching for men and mental health on YouTube. Like a lot of people, I didn't go to therapy right away. I wanted to search the internet, right? And see
how do you
what was
search
out there.
specifically men and mental health? Like people are like, the guy's not gonna put "I'm a dude" in his title.
Right, right. You search for what do I do? I'm feeling depressed. But then on YouTube and Google, just a bunch of women popped up. So I was like, it's great that it's there, but like, don't men suffer too? Like, am I the crazy one here? So I promised myself once I got better, so I'd go to therapy, I'd do all this other stuff, long story, but once I got better, then I would start making videos. And to be that guy that pops up when a dude would search on YouTube, then my beautiful face would pop up and they say, that's a dude, I'm a dude. People, you know, everyone suffers, right? So I started in 2013, and it was more like I started yelling at the camera and doing that kind of motivational stuff.
Where you say, fuck the stigma.
Which I still do from time to time, but it's actually calmed down a bit. You know, those videos are still there. But
Thank God.
I was so pumped to be on YouTube and like to finally, you know, have a voice and talk about depression and anxiety openly that I was just like, let's fucking do this, blah, blah, blah. But now it's just more strategies and what to do, and sometimes people need a kick in the ass too. But that's why I love YouTube, right? Doing that, you can do the motivational stuff, and then you can share, you know, CBT things, and you can talk about your own experiences and your relationships and, you know, all of that. So it's been fun. It's been fun. But advocacy is... yeah, so important. Again, some things don't need it, but mental health still needs it. A lot.
We kind of had a similar reason for starting on YouTube. So we kind of like had a similar like, I want to give someone what I'm not finding.
Exactly. But for you was doing YouTube and starting that, was that almost therapy for you too to make these videos?
Definitely. Not maybe at first it was more like I just wanted to make these helpful videos. I mean, like I was giving strategy, I was giving more like, this is what you can do, and I was like, I even had one, you know, it was like a punching bag with guys' underwear on it, and I was like, put like a hospital gown over them to say like it was like a little old man walking away. And so I can see the hindquarters, the backside. I mean, wow, he's got good skin for an old man. Yeah, like you've never put underwear on a punching bag? Right. I don't remember why I did that. I remember there was some kind of a strategy behind it. I was giving more strategy videos. A lot of them were funny. And then I started talking about my own experiences, which was more therapeutic also. And also, I think it's not just making videos is therapeutic. It's also like starting to get support from the audience. Like if they leave a comment, and mostly nice comments. So they leave a comment, it's like, wow, someone actually, yeah, well, it's like 95% or like maybe more better. Like it's pretty awesome. Like people are very supportive. So it's like you get a back and forth kind of scenario of support. From YouTube. Yeah.
Do you remember getting like your first comments and being like, holy crap, someone saw the video and now they actually like helped them or it was actually useful?
I'm trying to remember. I think my first comment, I remember their name, but they probably changed their username since. It was Orange Maggots.
Orange Maggots.
Hi, Orange Maggots. I hope you're still out there. You were my first commenter and subscriber.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What a name, too.
Okay, second question back. Whether YouTube is for therapy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, pretty much same. Short answer.
Same answer.
Same. Yeah. It felt good.
You know, that's what I said.
Yeah, but the name of my channel is Depression to Expression, so I was constantly finding ways to like express myself differently, right? To let out the demons, and one of those things was yelling to the camera and telling other people I could do it or they could do it. Meaning, then if I'm giving someone quote unquote advice or inviting them to try new things, well, I better be damn sure that I'm going to try it too, right? So to hold myself accountable, so it motivated me to do some of these things too. Or if I was going to say, okay, do these cognitive behavioral worksheets, or you know, write 10 things that you're grateful for every morning, it really helps. I'm not going to say it really helps if I haven't tried it. So it's like I do the things first and then see, oh, if it helps me, then I'll share it. Or if it doesn't help me, I'm still going to share it. So it like kind of kept me on track too, and it still does. It still does.
I have
it's a pretty awesome tool.
Do you ever feel like you're videos are sometimes like you're talking to yourself in a way, like in the sense of, I don't mean like you're alone in the room talking to yourself. I mean like you're giving the advice to yourself because you want yourself to have it more compounded that you will do it. Or that you're kind of like saying, you know, I should really take this to heart, and if I make a video about it, it'll be more like,
right,
like it'll help me a lot. Not only will it help the audience because I think it's pertinent, but will like kind of like you're talking to yourself in the sense that you're giving yourself the advice while you're saying it.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think for the depression videos, well, where I'm actually depressed and I turn on the camera and I try my best to do something, that's when like I really feel things and I'm basically talking to myself. Like I'm telling the audience don't give up, but at the same time I'm saying, Scott, don't give up, kind of thing. So in those moments, that's when, you know, it's really coming from me and I'm talking to myself. What about you?
Yeah, I totally do.
Yeah.
Like especially like say if I'm feeling really down and like maybe I'm so down that I might be thinking about dying, then I make a video about why we should live.
Awesome.
So
Very cool.
I've totally done that.
Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, if it's like the gratitude thing, if I'm, you know, caught up in the nitty gritty of life and I'm just like, life freaking sucks and blah blah blah, I'm like, hold on, like I should be grateful for a lot of the things in my life. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a video of that, make sure I'm on track, and telling myself while telling the audience that life's pretty awesome a lot of the time. Or at least sometimes, right?
Well,
yeah.
Can't always be, but overall.
Here's a question.
Yes.
What about, why do you think it is so important to have mental health advocates? Because there's so many of them when you think about it, and you have all the celebrities talking about mental health now. You have Bell Let's Talk, you have all these companies and workplaces and schools bringing mental health and wellness into the curriculum. You have all of these changes. Why is it still important for random peeps like you and me to keep doing YouTube? Or is it?
I think that, say, my perspective is one thing, which is very, very good, and then there's Scott's perspective, which is also another great thing. Equally, everyone has something great to say, but what if my perspective doesn't touch someone the way that yours would, or vice versa? So we have, like, all these different people talking about it, but, like, I think we need all of us because we don't all relate specifically in the same way. And even, like, say you find someone that's damn good at advocating on YouTube. You don't want to just subscribe to that damn good person because they're all like, you want a lot of perspectives.
Right.
You're going to have a lot of damn good people. You want to have them all. So you don't want just one. Like, I mean, one person could technically do it, but it would suck.
Right, right. No, totally. So you think that since everyone has a different perspective, then we should be able to express that on YouTube, because there's going to be one person that's going to find that specific video or channel really helpful that speaks to them, so why not have more options?
Something that you're going through is not exactly the same as what another YouTuber would give, and maybe that's what that one person needs.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I like that answer. I like it.
So, do we need a lot of advocates? Or
we do. I think, okay, not to bring up Logan Paul, but
not that you didn't just do it anyway.
Yeah, I did it. Not to bring him up, but here's the thing. Not just him, but all the big YouTubers. These are the faces and personalities that kids are looking up to now. Kids they're going on Netflix, but no one's watching TV anymore. Like, these are the people that they're spending time to look on, their vlogs, their content, their Instagram, following their every move, seeing what they're like on and off camera, right? It's like doing their research. They know these YouTubers so well. So if you have one of these people, not just like a Brad Pitt or these celebrities, but if you have YouTubers that kids look up to now that are actually setting a really good example, not a Claire Hughes or Michael Landsberg, these adults working for Bell and stuff, but real people that have a big influence on kids. That's where, like, I think a lot of the power is, and that's on YouTube. So to have advocates like that are just as important, if not more important, I think, than the Bells of the world and these big campaigns, because that's what kids are not brainwashed, but they're so influenced by what these people say.
By the individual, instead of by
exactly.
the big corporation.
For sure, yeah, for sure. And the content on YouTube is so raw with these guys, right? And men and women. It's so raw and out there, and people are putting themselves out there to explain, you know, how they're feeling or what their day's like, what their life is like, and those are powerful stories. It's non-fiction, man. It's like real stuff. It's reality TV, but it's even realer than that because it's on YouTube, right?
It's more relatable.
It is, yeah, it is.
More personable, and you can say what you want, and you don't have like some big editor or whatever, or like producers and everyone in the background saying we should cut that out. You can personally say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, that can be dangerous too. But like, if you're using it the right way, you can actually really express yourself and like get to the core of things the way that you couldn't necessarily if you were like some big ABC show. For
sure. Like, I bet people have messaged you saying you're my favorite channel on YouTube, or you're my favorite YouTuber. For sure.
Yeah.
So that's like, I know I asked the question, but the answer, I think, is, for me, it's like, yeah, it's so important to have YouTubers and more advocates because you are someone's favorite and your content is the best to someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So I can't tell the time on my thing, but I think we can...
We're going to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up. That's what we're saying. Melissa was being very, you know, subtle. Not so much subtle as very direct.
Advocacy, anything else? We can cut advocacy.
Or not. We'll just show you rolling your head around.
Mental health. So
wrapping up, we're going to be doing a video on Scott's channel about...
eating disorders.
Eating disorders. So I'm going to link Scott's channel in the description and the video itself.
Yeah.
And you're starting to rely more on Patreon, right? So I'll put both our Patreons in the description.
Oh my gosh. Let's do that.
I'm going to put Scott's Patreon in the description as well as mine. It'll all be linked together.
$1 every 30 days. That's all it takes.
I'll see you guys over on Scott's
Thanks, everyone.
channel. Bye.
Bye.